Hey friends, today we are out at one of my favorite Phoenix suburbs, Queen Creek. And we are at Ellsworth Ranch today. We are going to be looking at some Taylor Morrison homes that are massive, great floor plans. Most people like the one level, but they have a two-story with the primary on the first floor, a gorgeous staircase, very open. I want to show that to you. We are also going to take a look at those amenities, drive up and down one of the streets. So let's jump in and get started. Before we step into that first model home, let's take a quick look at the amenities here. You are going to be paying $168 a month. They really offer a lot here, more than you get at most master plan communities. You're going to find a swimming pool, pickleball, playground, basketball court, even a fitness center. So let's turn the camera around. Let me show you the amenities here. You have this nice shaded playground over here for the kids. And everything is kind of right in this central location, all of the main amenities. You're going to find trails and green paths and I think some smaller pocket playgrounds throughout the community. But right here is kind of your main hub for amenities. This is fun. They have zip lines. You see they have one that's handicap accessible. That's the clubhouse, the gym. I don't think I can get in there, but I will put some pictures up for you, hopefully. This right here is the beautiful swimming pool. You got your palm trees, umbrellas, shade, bathrooms. It's like being at a resort, basically. Over here, you can see they have a half court for those of you who like to shoot hoops. There's a covered picnic table over there and a couple of pickleball courts. I'm a huge pickleball fanatic, so if you are too, I can tell you all about the great places you can play in the East Valley. There's a very active pickleball community over here. It's a great place to meet people, very friendly people. Right next to the pool, they have the clubhouse. So this is an area where you can have parties or just come out here with your neighbors or friends. You can do some grilling, have dinner out here, have lunch. And if you like to play cornhole, they even have a couple of permanent fixtures over here. You can see they store the little bags right under the cornhole platforms. Okay, today I am starting with a two-story home. I usually don't do this because I feel like a lot of people want the ranch style, the one-story, but let me tell you, they have a one-story modeled here. I prefer this one, and I will show you why. This one has the master bedroom on the first floor. When you walk in, it just has this beautiful staircase, and the upstairs really opens up to the lower level. The whole house, even though it's huge, is very open and gorgeous. So this one right here is the Acadia floor plan. It is 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. You get a 3-car garage. You also have options in here to add more bedrooms if you don't need so many extra flex spaces. This one right here is 4,517 square feet, and the base price is $838,000. Let's go inside and see what you think. This is a huge home, so you can see this is a sales office, so those doors are going to become the 2-car part of the garage, and you have the single one right over here parallel. They offer different elevations, meaning the exterior finish. So you could get this stone look just like the model home, or you could choose something totally different, like the one next door has some brick. And this is a really great floor plan. A lot of people say they want the one-story homes, but this one can easily change your mind. It would definitely make me think twice. This staircase in here and how open the second level is to the lower level is something special. Coming in here, the first thing you're going to see is that really pretty spirally staircase. And as soon as I see a staircase like that, I think that's going to be so pretty to decorate for the holidays. You could even put a Christmas tree right there where that plant is. That's where one of your Christmas trees can go if you're one of those people who has multiples. So here's the front door. This front room they have set up as a den, but you could make it a bedroom if you need the extra space. And then turn this around here. Let me show you where the laundry room is. It's on the first floor, which is great. Easy for the owners to access, and the kids can bring their laundry down. Here's the door coming in from the garage. And this is a good size laundry room. You can see that door right there that goes into the primary bathroom. You have this drop space that you're facing as soon as you come in from the garage, so you can put down your bags and your hats and your keys. And over here you have a powder room. Nice location for the powder room. And you also have this space under the stairs, which is great for storage. So imagine you can pull out your Christmas tree, set it up right there. And this kind of goes around, it wraps around, so you really get quite a bit of storage. And here in Arizona, we don't really like to store things in the attic because it gets so hot. And very few homes have basements, so any storage you can get inside the house is a big plus. Here you have your formal dining room. A lot of people don't use a formal dining room anymore. So honestly, for me, I would just make it a more casual dining room. And this one isn't super formal anyway, but you know, you can use this space however it suits your family. That formal dining room does lead right into the kitchen. I'll show you in just a minute. You notice these super soaring ceilings you can get when you have a two-story home. That's one of the big benefits of getting a two-story. You can get the super high ceilings, all kinds of light coming in. And then as I go over here, you can see how open the second level is to the lower level. I absolutely love that. And I have clients that also love that. So I'll have to show them this video and let them know I found a new floor plan that might work. This kitchen is a good size, a pretty average size kitchen. I do like how tasteful and timeless their countertops are in this model home. When we go upstairs, I'm going to show you a view from the upstairs that's pretty amazing. These are GE monogram appliances. It's basically the top of the line for GE. I'm a big fan of GE. And you have this area over here for a more casual dining table. I like that the circular table over here, a lot of people would see this is a rectangular space, so they'll put a rectangular or a square table in there, but a circular table I think just is comfortably seating more people. You can get to your seat easier, so that's what I'm gonna get next time I get a new kitchen table. And then coming over here, you get double ovens, which is really nice. And this area over here, which as you can see is a great place to set up your coffee station right across from the pantry. This floor plan just has such a homey feel. It is a huge floor plan, and yet you feel connected to all the areas in the home, which I love. And it's great that the primary bedroom is on the first floor. Most people don't want to be going up and down the stairs to get to their bedroom every day, but the kids, you know what, that'll help them get rid of some of their energy. Another wonderful thing about this floor plan are the closets in here. You also have separate sinks and a shower and a tub. And the tub is not a tiny little tub like some builders are putting in their homes. It is a good sized tub, one where you really can relax. Your shower over here is kind of like a standard width, but it goes deeper. So you have your bench in there. They put a little built-in for your shower supplies, your shampoo and conditioner. And then there's a closet on either side of the shower, totally separate from one another. So you get his and hers closets. And each of you really gets your own space. Nice storage in here. This one is slightly smaller. I have a feeling I know who will be getting the smaller one. And then they put the toilet down here on the end, right next to the doorway where you go into that laundry room. As we go up these beautiful stairs, let me remind you that if you want to look at model homes, take your realtor, hopefully that's me, on that first visit especially, because they're probably going to want to register you. And when you do that, you waive your right to be represented by a realtor, which costs you nothing. I get paid by the builder or the seller. And as soon as we get up here, I'm going to show you this view. So out this window, I don't know if you can see this because of the sun coming in, but you get a little bit of a mountain view and a view of the swimming pool. Let me come in this bedroom and maybe that will give you a better look at it. Now, if you want this specific model home, which is gorgeous, let me know. I can keep track of it, tell you when they're going to be selling it. And you could have these views. You can see the pickleball courts, the mountains, the pool. Very pretty. This bedroom has this added on space where they have like a desk. And it's a Jack and Jill. So with these two bedrooms, each side has their own sink, their own walk-in closet, a doorway to the shower and toilet area. And you can see now this bedroom has the same. So it's really an ingenious design. Sometimes builders do things that don't make sense. I feel like this floor plan makes so much sense. And here's that other bedroom. So when we go out this door, we've already went all the way around a couple of the bedrooms. That's where we went in. And you can see right down into the living room. They have this really great space over here where the kids can do their homework. Tiny little office space up here. And before we go down this hallway to two more bedrooms, there's this space. It's like a whole other living area. So again, they have this set up kind of like a teen area, computers up here, a little hangout. This would be the movie room. Can you believe this? So kind of a long room, double doors. And what a fun place to hang out with your family. If your kids want to have their friends over, if you just like entertaining, here's a nice size closet. You can put all your games in there. Maybe you want to make this space more of a game room up here. I could see that being a great idea. And there's still a couple more bedrooms. So these two bedrooms have a full bathroom in between. And both bedrooms have that walk-in closet. They put in some good kinds of rods and storage and shelves in their closets here. Here is that full bathroom. They do give you the double sinks, which is nice. And the last bedroom right over here. Everyone gets their own space in this home. Let's take a quick look out in the yard so you can see what kind of shade you get out here with the patio. They do extend the patio out a little bit, which is great. It's always nice to have extra shade. And then they just did, some basic low maintenance landscaping out here. Pavers, artificial turf, rock and desert landscaping. This is the way to go if you want to spend less time taking care of your yard and more time doing other things. So driving down this street, one thing that I kind of like about this neighborhood are the front porches. like this one. I just think there's some cute front porches. We Arizonans, we like to go outside on the front porch and watch it rain. The few times that it rains during the year, you're gonna see everyone on their front porches watching the rain because it's such a rare occurrence. Behind me here is the popular one-story floor plan. This is the Breckenridge. It is 3,077 square feet. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. You get a 3-car tandem garage. Base price on this one is $735,000. What's amazing about this one? The size of the laundry room. You have never seen a laundry room this big. Let's go inside and take a look. This home has a 3-car garage. So on one side of this garage, it goes 2 cars deep. You'll notice these pavers. That's standard. So all throughout the community, you're gonna see these pretty paver driveways and walkways in the front of the homes, which is nice. It just kind of adds a little bit of appeal to the neighborhood. And let's see what you think about this 1-story home. All right. So coming in the front door, you have a little bit of a hallway before you get into the kitchen. You also have your den up here in the front. You can see it is a good size. You can fit 2 people in here doing their work with lots of space. There's that front door. And then you have kind of this more narrow entryway into this space with 2 bedrooms that share a full bathroom. I like these windows. You know, just a little bit extra design to them. Adds a little bit of character. This bedroom does have a little walk-in closet right there. You get your linen closet right next to the bathroom. And this bathroom has the tiled shower without the tub. Now, every home is gonna be a little bit different. So if you see a floor plan that you like, but maybe you don't like the bathroom that has the tub or something like that, well, they're gonna have different configurations, different options. So you might be able to get something that's more exactly what you're looking for. Okay, coming out here, I'm excited to show you that laundry room. It's pretty impressive, but I'm gonna save it for last. I'm gonna let the suspense build about the laundry room. This right here, one of the biggest kitchen islands I've seen. You get your beautiful gas range over here. Lots of storage, lots of space over here if you want to set up a buffet, if you have a lot of appliances. That's a good spot for those. And then it comes right across here to the dining and the living area. Now, one thing about this home is that they have it set up anyway where the couch is on this side and it's facing the TV. I know some people like to watch TV when they're cooking. So you might have to reconfigure something or add another TV over there closer to the kitchen. All right, let's go back over here and check out these bedrooms. You have 2 more bedrooms over here that also have a full bathroom to share. And let's take a look. Look at that accent wall, isn't that cute? Simple things you can do to elevate your space. This one has a walk-in closet. Right outside you can see it has this nice drop area. You can see they have the kids setting out their backpacks and lunch boxes. And here's another bedroom. It also has a walk-in closet right there. And then here is that bathroom that they share. So it has a single sink. This one has the tub shower combo. All right. And then if we go further down here, I'm gonna pass the laundry room so you can't see it yet. You have to wait, be patient. Another area over here, more appliances, coffee bar, whatever you need. You have lots of counter space in this kitchen. All right, let's look at the primary bedroom. Love the primary bedroom over here. We'll check outside too at the end of this tour. All right, so you come into your primary bedroom, nice and cozy. It's not huge, but it's definitely not small. If you don't want to waste space in your bedroom, well, you're not going to waste it here. They use more of it for the closet, as you can see. Good sized closet, lots of shelving in there. And then you have a good sized bathroom too. You also have this linen closet over here. So you could use this for all of your toiletries and towels. You do get a beautiful soaker tub. Looks very functional. 2 sinks, of course, and a good sized shower. Okay, finally, I'm going to show you this enormous laundry room. I'm curious what you would do with this much space in your laundry room. All right, so it's back here behind the kitchen. They have a station here. 4 kids can be sitting at their computers over here. You could even make more if you needed it, but why would you? Your washer and dryer right there. You have a counter that goes all around the corner back here. Lots of cabinets, an extra refrigerator, and just lots of room. So if you are someone who likes to hoard food and you like to, if you're a prepper, you can store all kinds of stuff in this laundry room. You could make this, you could put a bed back here if you needed extra space for a guest. Here's where you come in from that garage as well. Okay, we'll take a quick look out in the yard. They have more standard size sliding doors. Some builders include or actually have an option for really, really large slider doors. You know, it's a personal preference. It's pretty trendy right now. I'm not sure how long the trend will last, but if that's something you want, we can always talk about builders that have that as an option, as well as what it costs simply to do that yourself. Have someone come in and put in those in whatever home that you get. Let's stop for a minute and put up a map so you can see exactly where we are today. We are in the city of Queen Creek, and particularly we are just a few minutes away from Queen Creek Marketplace. This is one of the major shopping districts in all of the East Valley. You're going to find entertainment there, movies, Dave & Buster's. You'll find lots of sit-down restaurants, fast food restaurants. All of your favorite stores are right there in Queen Creek Marketplace, so super convenient. You're also relatively close to a lot of entertainment. There is Schnupp's Farms. This is where they have a huge fall festival every year. It's been going on for a long time, as long as I can remember. It's the biggest one in the valley, so that's a lot of fun. You're close to the Olive Mill, which is an old establishment where they grow olives, press olives to make that olive oil. They have a shop, a cafe. They have live music out there. It's a really beautiful place to visit. Also some entertainment that's new to the area, like Pecan Lake Entertainment. They have mini golf, they have a huge zip line, arcade games, all sorts of stuff over there. So the city of Queen Creek is one of my favorite, and there is tons of new construction going on in Queen Creek. So make sure you reach out so I can help you find just the right spot. This 2-story house behind me is their Yosemite plan. This one is 4,205 square feet. You get a 4-car tandem garage, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and a base price of $808,000. This model home has a pool in the backyard. All of the bedrooms are upstairs, but what's really cool about this floor plan is that each bedroom has something special about it. So let's go inside and I will show you what I mean. This floor plan has a 4-car tandem garage. So this garage right here goes 2 cars deep all the way throughout the garage. You can see the balcony up there. I'm going to show you which bedroom gets that balcony as we go through the house. You have this really cute front porch area. And every elevation will be a little bit different. So if you want a nice big porch, we can see which elevation is giving the largest porch. And let's go inside and see what you think about this one. All right. So coming in, you kind of have this entrance area over here with formal dining on your right. Again, you can make this whatever you want it to be. You can make it a den, you could make it a game room, you could keep it as a formal dining area. You also have this den in the front of the house right here. It is a good sized den. Of course, there's always an option of putting doors on this room as well, and you could potentially make this a bedroom as well. It's right next to the powder room. That is a half bathroom, so no shower in there. And then backing up, you do have this little closet right here, so you can hang up your coats when you come home. And this dining and living area is really nice and open. It feels very spacious. When you come into the living area, those ceilings are all the way up, soaring, letting in lots of light. This built-in cabinetry that they put over here just really makes the room. And then you can see this railing from upstairs. This is really unique. This room over here, they have it as a flex space with what they call a pool bathroom. So a bathroom that's easy to use for people getting in and out of the pool if they want to come in and clean up. But you do have the option of turning this into a guest room if you prefer that. So here's that door. You can come in from the backyard. You have your double sinks and your toilet right there. And then let's come around this way again. Look at that railing up there. Nice and open. Built-in desk area down here. Very convenient. I love the colors of the cabinets that they put in here. The natural wood tones are very popular. You get your GE monogram gas range and appliances. Stainless steel. And just a real timeless, beautiful kitchen. Coming back here, another space for your coffee station. Here's where you come in from that 4-car garage, and you're gonna have your pantry right here. So imagine how easy it's gonna be when you walk in, you set down your groceries, put them away in the pantry. Okay, before we go upstairs and check out all the bedrooms, take a look at this. This is a very interesting storage space. You have your shelves and then they have this sign that says, "It keeps going." So it kind of curves around here and goes under the stairs, so more storage. Always nice to have extra storage. Okay, let's head upstairs, check out the bedrooms. Each one has something special to offer. And I have to tell you, I love Queen Creek. If I was not a realtor, I would probably want to move to Queen Creek. Right now I'm in Chandler, which is a little bit more central, and I go all over the valley, East Valley, West Valley, North, South. I drive all over the place, so Chandler is very convenient for me. But Queen Creek has a little place of my heart. This model home has great views of the amenities outside as well, and some mountains. So if you want this exact model home, if you like what you see, contact me. I'll keep track of it for you. Okay, let's check out the primary bedroom first. That is this way, kind of off on its own. And it's a pretty deep bedroom. Lots of room in here. I mean, they have chairs, plus they have an ottoman. So you can make this your own little TV area if you want. If you want to just have your own peace and quiet. Your view from here. So pretty. And let's check out this bathroom. This is a really unique bathroom. Why it's not better lit, I don't know. Let me see if I can get any more lights on in here. Oh, there's one extra light. But it also has a fan, exhaust fan, so that's why they don't leave that on. Anyway, you have a nice sized tub right here. You have a linen closet. But what's really unique is this shower. So this is a shower where you can enter from either side. On one side, you have a sink, and there's your door to the shower. And then down here, you have another sink. And the same kind of door to the shower. So you each get your own space and convenient access to the shower. Closet in here, also very spacious, and they have set it up so that really kind of has two sides. You each get your own space. Lots of room in here. Okay, when you're coming out of that primary bedroom, you have this counter space and you are facing the laundry room. So you have easily access to do your laundry, and you can come right out your door and yell down to whoever's downstairs, whatever you need to tell them. And a pretty laundry room over here. Now let's check out these other bedrooms. I just thought it was kind of amusing how each bedroom has something kind of special about it. So if your kids are trying to pick out which bedroom they're going to claim, each one has something to offer. Now this one, probably the most basic of them, the most tucked away, but it has the largest closet. So for your child who has a big wardrobe, they might want the bedroom with the largest closet. But the bedroom right next to it, I think, may be the most popular choice. Now, this one has a standard size closet, so that's not as great, but this is the one that leads out to the balcony. And it looks like they have it locked for safety purposes, but you can see it's a nice balcony. Good size, nice sitting area, and that's just kind of special. All right, heading over here, you'll see that these two bathrooms are basically sharing this bathroom. So you do get the double sinks. There's a little linen closet. And then going this way, there are there's one more bedroom. So what's special about this bedroom? Well, first of all, they can look out the window and see the balcony, but they can't get out to it from here. They do have a walk-in closet, but what is really great is it has its own bathroom. So that's pretty special as well. Let's go outside and take a look at this backyard. It does have a swimming pool. So if you're someone who wants to wait for this model home to be listed for sale, you can get it. It even has a swimming pool. Swimming pools are very expensive to put in these days. Prices have skyrocketed. So it can be a big plus to buy a home that already has a pool. And if a pool is an absolute must for you, make sure you reach out. We can look at some resale homes as well to see what all your options are. We can even find some homes that are only a couple years old that have swimming pools, so you're getting pretty much a brand new home with a pool. Or if you need referrals for people who build pools, I have those too. I have to share with you the reason why week after week I am posting videos of new construction communities. I believe it is the best option for the majority of my buyers that are moving to the Phoenix area for this main reason. These builders are offering great rate incentives. They are covering your closing costs. If you are financing a house, it makes an absolute huge difference if you have a 3.9% 30-year fixed rate versus today's market rate, which is usually mid to high sixes. So that is my passion. I want to find the absolute best house for your money, get you something better than you could have imagined. And especially if you're getting new construction, make sure you reach out because there are just so many options in the valley. I am going to help you find the right one for you and your family. Right behind me here we have the Rockford floor plan. This one does have the primary bedroom on the first level. It's a really cute floor plan. You have 3,325 square feet in this home, 4 to 6 bedrooms, 2 to 4.5 bathrooms, and a 2 to 3 car garage. So with this builder, you really have some options to play around with the floor plan a little bit to suit your needs. So let's go take a look inside. The base price on this home is going to be $675,000. It's just a real cozy floor plan. This elevation has this nice front porch that I think is really charming. And let's go inside and see what you think about this one. So when you come in the front door, you do have these tall ceilings right away. A little overlook there from upstairs. You have a den right here in the front that looks out to that front porch. Very cute. And then if you come down this way, you have your powder room. I kind of like this powder room. I just like that it's down here in the hallway. You have a window that opens. There's a little bit of space there with the cabinetry and a little closet. It's just kind of set apart a little bit more, which is nice. Here is your formal dining area. Make it what you want. Casual dining, game area. It does lead into the kitchen. And then something else they did that was smart is at the bottom of the stairs, they put the laundry room. So it's easy access from the bedrooms upstairs and not bad for the owners who have their first floor bedroom. You come in right there at that door from the garage, by the way. All right, going further down, before you come into the living room, they give you a little extra storage space over here. It goes under the stairs, so a good amount of space in there for storing all of your items. And this living room is a bit more cozy, but you also get living space upstairs, so you have multiple areas where you can watch TV or the kids can do their video games or whatever. But this is a nice sized kitchen. This kitchen island, very cute. You can see it seats 4, and they extended this kitchen counter all the way to the end here. That's an upgrade. So there are ways to kind of make this floor plan really have a lot of room in the kitchen for storage and entertaining, really. Coming back over here, even more counter space. So you can have your coffee bar back here, whatever you want to do with this part. And you also get a nice pantry. All right, behind the TV wall, that's where you're going to find your primary bedroom. One thing I love is that they have the bathroom set up right here before you go into the area where you're sleeping. That's just nice because the crazy Arizona builders never put doors on the bathrooms. Nobody knows why. Everyone complains about it, but they just keep doing it this way. So it's nice when they have the bathroom first, so whoever's sleeping kind of can get some peace and quiet. Over here you have your closet. And I do like their closet. Lots of storage, lots of shelves. The window that opens over the toilet, that's always a plus. It's the little things. And then here's where you can come to relax. Your kids are going to be upstairs sleeping and hanging out, so you can get the quiet down here. And there's the option for the door going out to the backyard. While we're going upstairs, I'll tell you Queen Creek has some wonderful school districts, and there are more and more schools coming to the East Valley all the time. So you have charter schools, which are technically public schools. They're usually higher achieving, so that's always a good option. You have some private school options as well as just your regular public schools. Like I said, those are highly rated in Queen Creek. This is a unique area up here. You notice the steps, that's kind of different. And then you also have this little nook back here. So kind of a fun little extra spot. And then you go down a couple stairs, up a couple stairs. And here's where all the secondary bedrooms are going to be. A bathroom right here. This tile is pretty. I like what they did. And all these bedrooms have walk-in closets. So everyone's going to be happy. No one has to sacrifice on closet space. And there's also some distance between all of these bedrooms. So people get their own personal space. They're not going to be sharing a wall and bothering each other. This bedroom in particular is kind of set apart. And like I said, they all have a walk-in closet. Let's take a look outside. They have some small slider doors over here off of the kitchen. You get a nice little covered patio over here. And for me, this is a great yard. I'm at the point in life where I want something low maintenance. I'm not in my yard very much right now, but if I had a fire pit, which I don't have right now, I'm sure I would be out more often. So today, these tours are mostly two-story homes, but they do have a whole other collection of one-story massive homes. I've already done a video of those, so I can send you that link if you reach out so you can see my tours of those. But just know, if you like these homes, but you want a one-story, they have those as well, and they're magnificent. If you are thinking about moving to the Phoenix area, it is never too soon to plan ahead. So whether you are days, weeks, months, years away from potentially moving, reach out, because it's the only way that we can connect so that I can help you find your next home right here in sunny Arizona, and I hope to hear from you soon.